So learning is living. You know, if you think about what makes us human, go back through kind of history of civilization and before civilization, it's as human beings, we've always, learning is what we do. You learn to do things better. We develop tools. We develop technology. We do things to improve our condition. And so living is what makes us human at the end of, I'm sorry, learning is what makes us human at the end of the day. So I think it really is, it's about life itself is the way I think about learning. But lifelong learning is really essential because we don't live in a static world. It's not like flatland where everything's two-dimensional, it's all going to be the same. We live in a three-dimensional world where, and probably dimensions being added, where there's so much change being, coming at us continually that we've all got to learn continuously, and we got to make sure if somebody doesn't learn, they're going to fall behind. And so we need to make sure as individuals, and one thing I always focus on is how do I develop my own learning system. So I'm always learning as much as I can myself. How do I do that for my teams and my company? And I think we need to do that as a society as well, in terms of how do we create the right learning mechanisms to make sure everybody's advancing in the right way. You know, the thing I learned, and it was this weekend, my nephew, who's just in 5th grade, he wrote a book called Everything You Need to Know About AI. And it's a little book. I can show you the book. He wrote it for his 5th grade project. And it just blew my mind, because he wrote a definition of AI. He talked about the impact in health and work and different professions, pros and cons, ethics, honesty. He talked about all these things. And what I learned is the insight that the next generation is going to bring to the issues we're talking about today. And some of the things we grapple with as adults are going to be so intuitive to kids who are growing up. Here's a 5th grader talking about ethics and honesty in the AI systems we're developing. It blew my mind. So that was my learning, is that maybe at some point we're grappling with a lot of these problems. Maybe at some point we'll need to get out of the way and just let the next generation come on the scene with all the solutions they're going to bring.